Hello everybody and welcome to WEBfactory 2010. In this video tutorial, I'm going to guide you through the process of setting up an alarm in WEBfactory 2010 Studio. So here we go. The first thing we need to do when setting up an alarm is creating the alarm condition. Now this alarm condition means the condition that will trigger the alarm. So I'm going to right click inside my alarm conditions panel. I'm going to right click and select new. Now this is my new condition. I'm going to name it test condition. And let's see what criteria we have for our alarm condition. So we can choose any of these criteria, and these are: the signal value is bigger than the alarm constant, the signal value is lower than the alarm constant, the signal value is bigger than the alarm signal value or lower than the alarm signal value, the signal value can be out of range, inside range, can be equal to the alarm constant or can be different to the alarm constant, and also the signal value and alarm constant can be treated as words in binary mode. So basically this last option applies an binary AND between the signal value and the alarm constant. Now for the demo purpose, I'm gonna choose signal value is equal with the alarm constant, and here we have the next text field is the alarm constant. Now when the signal value is equal to this constant that we will input here, the alarm will be triggered. Now I'm gonna save my alarm condition. So now that we have our test conditions, we will need to create the alarm group and alarm type to hold our alarm. So I'm gonna click on the alarm groups and I'm gonna create a new group by clicking the new button from the contextual menu. And this group will be named test group. Now I'm gonna save this group and I'm gonna move on and create the alarm type. Basically, now we have all the necessary stuff to create a new alarm. We have the alarm group, the alarm type, the alarm condition, and now we will have the alarm. So I'm gonna right click inside my alarm panel and I'm gonna select new. And here the WEBfactory Studio will prompt us to ask what signal should our alarm use. And I'm gonna go with the buffer 2, which is the setpoint2 signal of our demo database. Click OK to confirm, and here is our brand new alarm. I'm gonna rename my alarm and I'm gonna make sure that everything is set up inside my alarm details panel. Now we can see the signal name that is attached to our alarm, and this is buffer 2. We can see that our alarm is active and online, and the group that this alarm belongs to is test group. We have the type of the alarm, test type, and the condition, of course the only condition that we have right now, the test condition. If we were to have multiple test conditions or groups or types over here, we could easily use this drop-down menu to select the desired item. Now, we can set up the priority of our alarm over here, and I'm gonna make it priority 1. The default text of the alarm is the text that is displayed when the alarm is listed at runtime. So I'm gonna put the name of this alarm in the default text so I can see easily that it is my alarm. Now I'm gonna save my alarm and I'm gonna go to the extended properties, and as you can see we have several extended properties defined over here, and we could always define new extended properties in the settings tab of our WEBfactory 2010 Studio. Now the translations of our alarm contain the description, the cause, the effect, and the repair. Now we can add description, cause, effect, and repair over here, and I'm gonna do it right now. And I'm gonna add for German language, and I'm gonna do the same for English, but I'm gonna mention the EN before our description. Now I'm gonna use the same setup for the cause, for the effect, and for the repair. just like this. Now I'm gonna click Save to save my changes. Let's move on and see how our new alarm works at runtime. Here we are in WEBfactory Smart Editor, and we're gonna create a new project inside Smart Editor, and we're gonna use this project to test our brand new alarm. So let's make a new project and make this page a little bit bigger by changing its size. And inside our project, we're gonna go to alarming and select the alarm online control and drag it on our page. Now, besides our alarming control, we're gonna go into the language folder over here in our toolbox, and we're gonna select the language selector because I wanna demonstrate how all these translations that we have entered previously work when changing the language at runtime. But not only this, I'm gonna go to the input and output controls in the input folder, and I'm gonna select a numeric box. Now this is one of the simplest controls that we have, but it will allow us to set up the value of our signal. So I'm gonna place it right over here, and I'm gonna go into signals and use our set point to signal that is linked to our alarm. Now here it is, buffer 2, which is the set point to signal. I'm gonna click OK, and now the value of this signal can be entered inside our new numeric box control. So I'm gonna click Run and see what happens at runtime. Now here we are at runtime with our visualization loaded into the web browser. Now we can see we have no alarm in our alarm online control, and that is because we filtered out the alarms that are not active, because if we select all over here, we can see our alarm which is not active because the value of the signal is not 20 like the constant of this alarm condition is. So this alarm is not active. So we're gonna go and filter the active alarms only, and we can clearly see that our alarm is not triggered right now because the value of our signal is not equal to the constant, and we're gonna make it equal to 20. And let's see what happens now. Just as we have set up our alarm condition, this alarm has been triggered when our signal value is 20. So we can now see our text that we have input inside our alarm details panel, and we can see we have the description, we have the group here, we have the type, we have the signal name buffer, we have the OPC item, which is the OPC name of our signal, and the priority. Now let's see what happens if we change the language. And I'm going to use my language changer control to set the language of this visualization to German. And just like we have set up in Studio, the text is now translated into the German version of our description text. And we're gonna go back to English, and you can see over here we have the English version, and move back to German, and this translation works instant at runtime. So this is how you set up an alarm in WEBfactory 2010 Studio. Now this is all for today. I'm gonna meet you next time when we're gonna talk about more interesting features in WEBfactory 2010 Studio. See you soon!